Okay, my debut is opening.
There's so many people that deserve it. I'm really excited.
Are we ready? Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the closed session for the January 14th, 2026 HBCSD Board of Education regular meeting. Natalie, can you please take the roll?
Okay. Board Member Van Landingham. Present. Board Member Cole.
Present.
Board Member Bove LaMonica is currently absent. Vice President Kluth is currently absent. And President Barrow.
Present.
Thank you.
Okay, members of the audience may address the board regarding closed session agenda items. Comments from visitors shall not exceed 3 minutes unless waived by a majority of all members of the board. Natalie, do we have any in-person requests to address the board?
We do not.
So with no comments, I'd like to adjourn to closed session, and we'll return at 6 p.m. for open session. Do I have to do this again? No. Okay. Should I wait for you to sit down? I'll let Meg, wait, do I have to wait to let you guys sit down? All right. Good evening, everyone. It is 6:01 p.m., and let the record reflect that Maggie Beauvais-LaMonica is now present. She told me to do this. And Carol Cluth. Just give me a second. They are now present. And let's call to order the open session of the regular meeting of the HBCSB School Board. Oh, Natalie, could you please take the roll call?
Board Member Van Landingham.
Present.
Board Member Cole.
Present.
Board Member Beauvais-LaMonica. Vice President Clerk Cluth.
Present.
And President Barrow.
Present.
All present.
And tonight in closed session, the board received information and gave direction to staff. So let's all, if everyone could please rise and join us for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so we're going to move on to approval of tonight's agenda. Do I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
So second, and then Maggie. And all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries and agenda is approved. We will now move on to announcements. Hermosa Valley Student Council. Yay, our favorite time of the meeting. You can start whenever you're ready.
Hi everyone, I am Arya Kavlikar, Valley Student Council member. We are excited again to be here tonight and update you on what has been happening at Valley. Idea Lab 5 students have started a new rotation, including Jimu robot battles, marble roller coasters, and designing 3D printed keychains on Tinkercad. Middle school STEAM students are creating custom 3D printed fidget spinners sized to their own hands and have begun a JavaScript animation project featuring a famous person or character. Others are beginning a video game design unit using Scratch where they program characters to move in interact, earn points, and win or lose the game.
Hi everyone, I'm Liam Kuza, of Valley's Student Council member. In public speaking and debate, students are studying the rhetorical appeals of ethos, pathos, logos, and incorporating them into a 3-minute research persuasive speech on a topic of their choosing. This is the last formal speech before the elective focus switches to formal debate. Personal finance students are presenting their financial decision projects. Students were to make financial decisions based on a given salary. This includes taking out taxes, finding a place to live, and budgeting for their wants, needs, and savings.
Awesome.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelsey Kettler, Valley Student Council member. In 8th grade Spanish, students just finished reading their first novel of the year, Las Aventuras de Isabel. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry.
It's good effort.
De Isabella. They have recently received pen pal letters from Loreto, Mexico, and have been working on writing them back. The yearbook class is making great progress. They are focused on picking out high-quality photos, spacing evenly. Art students are drawing self-portraits based on proportions of the face, drawing eye observations, and 8th graders have started working on their skateboard paintings with a theme, Important Places.
Hello everyone, I'm Claire Ellison, Valley Student Council member. Hermosa Valley has officially launched their first official student store. Students have been using their PBIS points to purchase items off of the student store. PBIS points can be given in a variety of ways and encourage students to keep riding the wave at Valley. Student council members have done a great job creating orders and working the store to make sure we continue to run smoothly. On Monday, December 15th, HVS teamed up with NFL kicker Cameron Dicker and his Wholeheartedly Foundation. Students 5th through 8th grade presented pitches to Cameron and his team regarding ideas for community service projects. There were some incredible ideas, and the foundation is excited to work with these students to turn their ideas into action. We look forward to seeing what they do. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Talia Saraceno, Valley Student Council member, 6th grade vice president. On Friday, December 12th, 2025, Hermosa Valley Middle School put out their first school dance of the year. The dance was planned by Student Council and the theme was Winter Wonderland. Students had a magical night eating in and out, dancing to the DJ, enjoying a movie room, and getting to spend time with others. We are looking forward to our next dance in the spring. HVS winter sports are busy practicing. Girls and boys basketball and soccer are getting prepared for their first league games coming up. Our teams would love some support out there on the courts and the field. Thank you for letting us share some of what's been happening at Valley. We look forward to updating you again next month.
It's our favorite time. So public comments. Members of the audience may address the board on any topic regardless of whether it is listed on the agenda. However, the board may not discuss issues raised that are not listed on the agenda. Topics not on the agenda that are brought to the board's attention may be investigated by the administration and a report made to the board either publicly or privately at a future meeting. Comments from visitors shall not exceed 3 minutes per individual speaker unless waived by a majority of all members of the board. Natalie, do we have any requests to address the board?
We do not.
Okay. Seeing no more, I will close public comment and move on to board member reports. Maggie? None. Jen?
None.
You?
No. No, not for me either. None, President Barrow.
Okay, thank you. Reports to the board and discussion. 10.1, review of the 2024-2025 District Financial Audit Report and 2024-2025 Measure S, General Obligations Bonds Financial Audit Report. Ms. Credillion. I hope I said that right.
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
It's very impressive. Okay. Can you hear me okay? Mm-hmm. Great. Okay. Good evening. My name is Anna Cordillion. I'm an audit manager with Eide Bailey, and I oversee the district's audit as well as the Measure S audit. So I'm here today to present the financial statements and the audit opinion that we issued on both of those reports. So before I get started, I always like to remind the board that as auditors, it's our responsibility to remain independent during the engagement. The financial statements that you're going to find within these reports are prepared by management. They review and approve prior to our issuance. We come in and we perform our audit procedures, and we issue an opinion based on those procedures that we perform. So the first report I'd like to go over is the district report. So for the district's report, we were able to issue an unmodified opinion on the financial statements. An unmodified opinion is also known as a clean opinion. It's the highest form of opinion that we can issue as auditors. So that's always great to see. Within the audit report, you're going to find pages and pages of financial statements and the underlying notes to those financial statements. I won't go over any of those with you guys today. If you guys have any questions, I am happy to go over them, but we'd be here all night if we were to go through all of those. So I'd like to skip over to page 87 in the audit report. This page is also known as the district's report card. So on this page, we summarize the results of our audit. So you'll see for the financial statements, the unmodified opinion. In addition to the opinion on the financial statements for the district audit, we also issue an opinion on state compliance. So each year, the state gives us a laundry list of state compliance areas that they would like us to review and issue an opinion on. So this year, we were able to issue an unmodified opinion on state compliance with the exception of one compliance area. So we did have one finding over home-to-school transportation reimbursement. The finding was regarding the reporting of the compliance area, not necessarily the expenditures or any of those things. So that finding is included within the audit report. Other than that, we had no other audit findings over the financial statements and no other issues of non-compliance or anything of the sort. Before I move on to Measure S, is there any questions on the district's financial statements?
Any questions?
Just a clarification, is that the $57.92 that I'm looking in the audit?
$57.92?
$5,792? Is that the dollar? Okay, thanks.
That was the home-to-school transportation question. And is that something we need to be worried about or concerned about?
No, not necessarily. So the district did did complete the report in a timely manner. There was just some errors in the reporting.
Okay, and we
found we had an error in our SACE reporting that we've cleaned up.
And we know
they actually changed the reporting system. So it was in one platform, and then they changed it to be included in the CBED's reporting. And we weren't made aware of that. So that's been corrected, it's been addressed, we're already compliant for this next year.
Great, thank you.
So I'll move on to Measure S. So the district's Measure S dollars are coming to a close. There isn't much left in there, but nonetheless, we went ahead and performed our audit, and I'm happy to present an unmodified opinion on the Measure S financial statements as well. We had no audit adjustments or findings for the financial statements of Bond Measure S. In addition to the financial statement audit for the bond audit, we also perform a performance audit. A performance audit is much more detailed than the financial statement audit in the sense that we have strict guidelines on what we need to perform. So each year, the state also provides us a listing of the matters that we need to look at. So for the bond, we actually audited about over 80% of the expenditures, and by auditing, we looked at the underlying support for those expenditures and made sure that the district is spending the bond dollars in accordance with the ballot approved measures and the project listings that are published by the district. Any questions on that one?
Any questions? Nope. Okay.
Excellent.
You could just stay up there, right?
Yes.
So 10.2, performance audits with, I don't know if I say this right, Eide Bailey, for project number 57/64600-00-009, and project number 57/64600-00-010. Ms. Cotillion, go for it.
Thank you. So this year we were also engaged to perform 2 additional performance audits. So a couple of years ago, the state did pass a ballot measure for Prop 51. With Prop 51, the district can apply for funding to perform projects around the district. And so I'll go over 009 first. So 009 was the Vista project. And so the district was able to receive funding for that project. And for the performance audit, there's no financial statements that accompany these. So again, there is a detailed listing of procedures that we need to perform. All of those procedures are outlined in the report that you find. So it'll go through step by step and say, go ahead and this is one of the required procedures that the auditors need to perform and the findings for those, for each of those. And so we were actually, for project 009, we had all but one instance of non-compliance. There was one expenditure that, sorry, let's scroll through. Sorry, I might have got my projects mixed up really quick. Yep, just kidding. Vista was good to go, so we had no issues of non-compliance in this one. All of the procedures we performed, we were able to look at without any issues.
Great.
Awesome. And the last but not least is the View project. So that was the modernization project. Similarly, we performed all those same procedures, except for this one, we did have one instance of non-compliance. There was one ineligible expenditure that we were able to identify during our testing. So that is listed on the summary of audit findings on page 21. And so because of the ineligible expenditure, there was a savings on the project that was then underreported. Any questions there?
Anybody have any questions?
I don't really understand the savings part, page 21.
So basically what happens is because there was an ineligible expenditure, that would result in the way the formula works is the expenditures would go down, so then a savings resulted. Basically, the state gave X amount of dollars and said this is what you have to spend. And so because the total expenditures ended up being less than what was reported, that results in a savings. Does that kind of make sense?
Sort of.
The savings.
To us?
Yeah, I think we're thinking of savings in a different way.
A savings to the state.
I was like, that doesn't
Yes.
sound like a savings. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Sorry.
Yeah, and they will come back to collect that money, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I would work with the state on that one.
But yes, so we underreported eligible expenses, so they gave us 16 million. We reported 15.8 million, so we're gonna owe them that savings to the project. No, we're not, that's just an example. It's like
Yeah,
$16,000.
I think it's 15,456.
There you go.
Ooh, Rachel, good job.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it, right? Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Great job, Paula. Yep.
Thanks.
Okay. The next report is 10.3, Hermosa Beach City School District Citizens Oversight Committee, 9th Annual Report. Mr. Izant. You guess a woo.
Members of the school board, I'm pleased to report that I am your newly re-elected Citizens Oversight Committee member.
Yay.
And as I have done for the last 8 years, I will start out by saying we have to stop meeting like this.
I like that.
We had a good hour-long meeting. We have some new committee members. Thank you very much for their appointment. I think they're going to work out just fine. You already have our report, so you know the answer, which is your staff and their consultants have, again, done a good job. You are in compliance with the requirements state code from the standpoint of the Citizens Oversight Committee. We look over lots of very small numbers in very thin lines, and we don't find anything to complain about. So thank you very much for another good year. It's always great to work with our Chief Business Officer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
See you next year.
Okay. 10.4, Hermosa View School Presentation. Dr. Jessica Gabriel, Principal of Hermosa View.
Good evening, President Barrow, members of the board, Dr. Wilds, and Cabinet. I'm excited to present alongside Carrie King and Sabrina Okuda as well, one of our amazing first grade teachers and our amazing counselor. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about what makes Hermosa View such a special place. At View, we support our youngest learners, many of whom are entering school for the first time. Because of this, our work goes beyond academics. Social emotional well-being is the foundation for learning. And when students feel safe, supported, and connected, they're excited to grow. Go this way, right? So at View, our mission is to support the whole child through social emotional learning, purposeful movement, and authentic connection. Tonight, we're going to highlight the wellness and engagement initiatives that create a nurturing environment where every student can thrive. To effectively support our students, it's important to understand early childhood behavior through a developmental lens. Young children are still learning critical, what we call learning to learn skills, like self-regulation, communication, and peer interaction. We also continue to see lingering COVID impacts, social delays, anxiety, and challenges with independence, along with technology influences such as shorter attention spans. These realities require proactive, developmentally appropriate supports. At Hermosa View, we have the unique responsibility to teach the littles how to be a student. The idea is that these skills are not innate, but are explicitly taught across classrooms, and that when you have these skills, you're able to learn. So we have imitation, self-awareness, curiosity and exploration, how you take information from your environment, persistence and effort, guiding students through step-by-step activities to really persist through tasks, problem solving and reflection. And these skills lay the foundation to long-term success, both academically and socially. So if a child doesn't know how to read, we teach, right? If a child doesn't know how to swim, we teach. If a child doesn't know how to multiply, we teach. If a child doesn't know how to drive, we teach. If a child doesn't know how to behave, we teach, or do we punish? Why can't we finish that last sentence as automatically as we do the others? And it's not often that our instinct is to teach behavior, right? But at View, that's a big part of our focus, right? So one area that we're very proud of is our work around PBIS, positive behavioral interventions and supports. And although we're currently in Tier 1, Year 1 phase with LACO, I'm incredibly proud of the work this team began last year. PBIS is a proactive framework that promotes clear expectations, consistent teaching, and positive recognition, creating safe, inclusive learning environments. And we've partnered closely with LACO to guide our PBIS work and ensure sustainability. So this partnership helps us strengthen systems, build staff capacity, and create consistency across classrooms. So at this point, I'd like to introduce Carrie King, who played a major role in last year's PBIS kickoff and now serves as our coordinator, and she'll share what PBIS looks like at View this year.
Yay, thank you.
Good evening. Our staff is creating a positive, predictable school climate. The SURF expectations that we have around school are printed on very large posters. Thank you to the Hecht family if you're watching. They are posted on the playground, in the lunch area, and even the bathrooms. Students are encouraged to always be safe, up for a challenge, respectful, and friendly everywhere on campus. Staff uses a shared language for our youngest learners. Our PBIS team has created a library of lessons for each expectation in every single setting. Just last week, I piloted one of the first grade lessons on being safe in the classroom. This was a great way to reintroduce in January after we had been on vacation a while. So I did the mini lesson. I had kids come up. They helped us create a class poster about it. Moved on. Within 5 minutes, one of my kids is running around the classroom. And I'm like, oh, let's go look at our poster. What rule are we not following? And sure enough, he walked right up and pointed to you always walk. You have to walk to be safe. And so I'm like, oh. So anyway, it just really made a positive impact right away. I feel like instead of me saying, stop running, it worked. To reinforce positive behavior, our entire staff, from the new aides, our specialist teachers, even to our maintenance crew, can hand out surf slips. This is for recognition of exemplifying our expectations. And every Friday, Dr. G has a drawing of all the surf slips from the week. There are 2 students per teacher whose names get pulled out, and they get to go down to the office and choose a prize from the treasure test. This is the most favorite time, I know for my class, probably the whole school on Fridays. My class gets super quiet because sometimes I'll try to talk over the TK teachers because I'm trying to keep up my lessons. And all the kids want to be quiet because they want to hear their siblings, their friends, their past teachers. They're like cheering for them. So it's really fun to listen to that on every Friday. Their joy on their faces is inspiring and also contagious. Each month, we also have a flag ceremony where we invite parents and we celebrate 3 students per class who demonstrate those surf expectations. We are excited for everyone to embrace this positive culture at VIEW. Now I'd like to introduce our school counselor, Sabrina Akuda, who also serves on the PBIS committee with me and helps reinforce our surf school expectations with her daily lessons and small groups.
Okay. Hello. Hi, everyone. So as the school counselor, I'm responsible for the social and emotional development of all of our students. I really lean into this multi-tiered system of supports, so we're hitting all of the students where they need us to. At the universal level, like Carrie said, all of our students receive counseling lessons. So TK gets them monthly, but kinder and first grade all get weekly lessons. On top of that, we have school-wide events. You've probably heard of the Great Kindness Challenge, United Against Hate, Red Ribbon Week. These initiatives are meant to bolster that positive school climate that we're talking about. For some of our students that need more targeted support, I run small counseling groups focused on different things: anxiety, friendship, impulse control, all of those things. For students who need a higher level of support, maybe they've had a disruptive change at home or a challenging behavior, I'm there to provide that one-on-one support as well. Going in, next slide. Okay. The foundation of my role, and really where I think social and emotional development begins, is those weekly counseling lessons. So we teach the kids everything from managing and recognizing feelings to problem solving and decision making to friendship and communication. So what that sounds like for my kindergartners and first graders is I know how I feel, I know how to calm down, I know how to play with others, I know how to make the right choices. So I'm really trying to equip them with the skills that will give them success far beyond Hermosa VIEW. That's it.
And actually, if you look at this picture, I was in the classroom with her. She was teaching on how to have a growth mindset, which aligns with our surf expectation for being up for a challenge. She'd been telling me about these lessons because she started them a few weeks prior, and she taught this skill by having them complete what was supposed to be a pretty basic origami project, but it wasn't. And she was telling me how many of the kids were getting frustrated and crying, and how she had to really teach them how to cope. And at first she was like, I feel bad, I didn't mean to, but I'm like, but that's great, because you're really giving them that task of working through those hard things, right? If it comes easy, it's gonna be hard, right? To teach them how to work through those things. But on this particular day, it looks pretty peaceful, right? They're all engaged, and they're eager to raise their hand because she asked them what to do if it's too hard, because they were about to do it again. And I got chills listening to their answers. Things like, well, you can take a deep breath. If you mess up, you can retry, and don't give up. And just hearing it from their little voice, I'm like, yeah, Dr. G, don't give up. It was amazing. So we're incredibly fortunate to have Ms. Okuda. She's proactive, dedicated, and deeply committed to our students. So excited we found her. Yeah, really. And one of the most effective strategies for our youngest learners is designing environments that support self-regulation. So on top of the ocean view we have that a lot of times I don't feel like the kids notice. I'm like, look, there's the ocean. We also have a dolphin den in every classroom, which is a calming space for students who need a break or feel overwhelmed. We also provide sensory pathways and frequent movement breaks. Research shows young children need to move and regulate their bodies, improve focus, and it also supports brain development. And then we also have the Dolphin Cove on the playground, which offers an additional sensory space for exploration and regulation. But we also have to teach how to use the dolphin den. So this is just an example of how we do that. This is called a social story. It's an evidence-based practice to teach them explicitly how do we use the dolphin den. And earlier this year, I walked into Miss Bradley's TK class and noticed a student in the dolphin den. The rest of the kids were at centers. And another student came up to me and said, Dr. G, the dolphin den is used when you have an emotion, but not to play. I was like, oh, thank you. So that moment perfectly captured the impact of explicit instruction, right? To hear a little 4-year-old say that, I was like, okay, good job, Miss Bradley. And this year we're strengthening our Tier 1 and Tier 2 supports, like Ms. Okuda said, by building staff capacity through targeted training. So we've done functions of behavior, crisis prevention, data collection, prompting, and playground behavior. You'll see a photo here with our LACO coach, Karen Sato, who recently led a powerful training on how we define behavior. So an engaged child is a happy child. A happy child is a regulated child. And a regulated child is far less likely to get in trouble, right? At VIEW, we offer many opportunities for students to feel engaged and connected. This includes lunch clubs for students who may feel overwhelmed on the playground and prefer alternative options. We also have incredible specials. We have Sparks, library, music, and counseling, generously funded by HBEF, as well as extracurricular opportunities such as sand and surf, soccer at lunch, gardening through our partnership with Beach Cities Health District and Young at Art, and we love those programs because it brings parents on campus. And there's another partnership that we really value. Star Nova, our after-school program, we couldn't live without, and then our teachers also do morning exercises every morning. So lots of great things happening at VIEW. And at Hermosa View, we're proud of all those intentional systems, partnerships, and people that support the whole child. Our work is grounded on those SURF shared expectations that Ms. King went over, a 100% commitment to every child and connection. Because when kids feel loved and safe, they thrive. And we'll end with a quote: behind every confident student is a teacher who quietly fought for them to be seen, heard, and believed in. And we're incredibly fortunate to have a team at Hermosa View that does exactly this every single day for our students. So thank you for your time and support. We're happy to answer any questions.
Just a thank you from a parent and a school board member who has somebody in your system. He, I know, is putting everyone through his paces over there. But the commitment to teach behavior, I think, is just something I value so much. These are, my child, I won't speak for any other child, can be savage, and so he needs as much nurturing as possible. Where the wild things are is downtown, and he needs all the love and attention to help him grow. So thank you for providing all of that. When he gets a surf slip, he is just, it means so much. We've been able to create the system where surf, to see recognition of a surf behavior means so much to them that the pride they get for demonstrating that behavior and being caught demonstrating that behavior is really gratifying. So thank you.
It's rewarding for us to see a smile. Like that means that it's working, right? Thank you.
Mine's just gratitude to all three of you. I mean, I've seen you in action. I've seen you in action, Ms. King. It's so fun to come in and watch when you were doing it. We've all been there, which was great. So we're glad you're here with us. We're glad you've been here with us for so long, and we're so lucky. And Ms. G, Dr. G, I should say, but you know, when Dr. Wilds was like, oh, we've got this new principal coming, and she's like, rainbows and butterflies all the time. It's awesome. It's just so fun to hear you love what you do so much, and it's so apparent. And I'm just super grateful that you love what you do so much, because I love what I do too, and it's fun to be like, you get so excited. So thank you for just being you and being such a great role model to everyone on campus.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say a quick thank you. Again, we've been able to see little snippets when you're in the classroom and when you're on campus, and I got to see a few extra of those when having a child go through Mrs. King's class. So thank you for all the three of you do, and our kids are very lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Rachel. Well, I'm just going to pile on, and it's good to see. I also had a child in Mrs. King's class.
Superstar.
It's wonderful, and I love it. We still have like the science journal that I used to come help with. But there used to be a saying that everything I learned that's important in life, I learned in kindergarten or something like that. Now it's everything I learned in life that's important, I learned in TK. But so many of basically all the foundational skills and the principles that you're using to teach these skills, I feel I need a refresher. Adults need a refresher. We're all just 8-year-olds anyway, deep down. So this is so critical. It's just lovely. I know you've been doing it forever, but it's lovely now that there's structure and it's out there and everyone's consistently doing this. That consistency across the board is something that we haven't always had here, and it's fabulous to see. So thank you so much for the.
I've been waiting 21 years for this. In this district. So thank you.
Yeah, you exhibit that every single day. Everybody needs a dolphin den, right?
Yes.
I think so.
So, quick note, I had to give myself a timeout in the dolphin den because there's a lot going on really in a very short amount of time at school. I don't even think you know this. There were some substitutes on campus and kids were running around. And anyway, I got back after getting everybody to the right classrooms and I said, I think Mrs. King needs 2 minutes in the dolphin den. And I sat on the beanbag, my kids were writing, and I put the weighted little animals on top of me. And one of my kids goes, Mrs. King, you take as long as you need. And then my other little peanut goes, I'm going to take over, don't worry. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with the dolphin den thing. Thank you for letting me.
That's good example, setting a good example. Thank you guys very, very much. We're so proud of you. Okay, item number 10.5, Superintendent Report, Dr. Wild.
Yes, thank you. So we want to kind of start off and kind of take a moment to just take a few minutes to recognize Kathy McCurdy, former HBCSD school board member, founding member of Hermosa Beach Education Foundation, and longtime advisor of Hermosa Valley Builders Club. Kathy McCurdy was a dedicated steward of youth and a champion of community service. Over the course of many years, she volunteered countless hours to make Hermosa Beach City School District and the city of Hermosa Beach a better place for all. Her legacy includes 18 years of service as a school board member. 18 years as a school board member. Hermosa Beach Kiwanis leader, and nearly 3 decades of guidance as the Builders Club advisor, during which she met weekly with students, teaching them the value of giving back, inspiring them to become compassionate, engaged citizens. We know that her loss will be felt deeply by many, and as a district, we have continued to make sure our students were supported, particularly with our counseling services at Valley. But we wanted just to take a moment as a school board and recognize all of her service to our community. So thank you. And lastly, I want to thank everyone who joined us last Saturday. We had a most amazing Saturday event. We were there, ended up being close to 3 hours. We had so many people come. We had over 140 prospective families come because they wanted a piece of that action. And so it was a packed house. So thank you, everybody, for coming. And let's get these kids enrolled. So for anybody watching, go to HBCSD.org and get your paperwork started. So thank you. I'm done.
10.6, first reading, board policies, administrative regulations, and exhibits. Dr. Wild.
Yes, so it's the most exciting part of the night. So as per our policy, we like to regularly review board policies, administrative regulations, as well as exhibits, in particular with the recommendations that come down from the California School Board Association. So tonight, we bring forward a very large packet of board policies, ARs, and exhibits for first reading and discussion.
Okay. Do I do anything? Okay, moving on. Do you have any questions?
Have any questions? Yeah.
Do you have any questions? Maggie, questions?
I might just have just a couple questions.
Sure.
Just that since I scanned them Salary schedule, do we offer 12 months?
It depends on the employee.
And so that was one of the changes, right?
Yep.
That we could now offer potentially 10-month employees.
It's part of the summer saving. That can be part of that regulation.
Okay.
Yep.
Pepper spray, I know it doesn't seem like it, but it was like highlighted in there. So I was like, I don't know. Do we know if people bring peppers? Like teachers have it?
It's part of it was a new law that came in, I say last January. We're not searching backpacks, but it's how we can make sure we communicate to folks. Yeah.
Smartphones and smartwatches, it sounds like that's now fully implemented.
Fully implemented.
Is that something we're fully implementing?
Yes. We have a lot of kids, particularly at Valley, who like to bring it out early, but we've increased signage, we've increased reminders, positive behavior, and making sure it's away. We had a lot of folks at Vista get some Christmas presents of some things on their wrists, and so Miss Yang had to do a new school-wide little assembly about making sure that they're off and away, so that parents aren't calling in the middle of instruction. What we have found is that, particularly at our middle school, it's just quieter, off, away, in your backpack.
And even during lunch, they can't have it out.
If you are in the gates, off, away, and in your backpack. Yep.
Yeah, they'd be curious to see, like, just some information from, perspective from people as we go along.
Yeah.
Posters for mental health. Do we have those in sixth, 7th, and 8th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. And then our ELL program. Do we have an ELL program that we're? I think we did, but I just wanted to.
We do. We have and we update our EL master plan frequently. Ms. Gluck and Aaron Ficino in the process of redoing it right now, but it's updated annually. We don't have a lot of students, but we do. We have a dedicated ELD course at Valley as well.
Great. That was it. Just curious about those.
You're on top of this.
I was on top of it
Good
today,
job.
guys.
It was a big packet this time.
Okay.
Big packet.
Carol.
I did not have any questions on
Okay.
that. Thank you.
Rachel. Okay, good. So we're going to move on. Not good. Everybody's good. We're moving on to the consent calendar, or consent, whatever. Do I have a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda, items 11.1 to 11.6?
Before we finalize it, can we just say thank you again for all those gifts all these people gave for the holiday party? It was incredible.
Oh, yeah, that was
Incredible
great.
list of gifts. So just because it's on the consent, it'll move fast.
Okay.
But I second.
Yes, we had a lot of very, very generous vendors. Yes.
It was so fun, too. So you moved to...
Rachel
approve it?
moved and I seconded.
Rachel moved and
Jen
Jen
seconded.
seconded. Great. And we have all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, good. So moved. Moving on to action items. Item 12.1, 2024-25 school accountability report cards for Hermosa View, Hermosa Vista, and Hermosa Valley Schools. Ms. Clark.
As required by California Ed Code, the Hermosa Beach City School District has compiled the 24-25 school accountability report cards for all 3 school sites within the district. The reports have been prepared in alignment with the California Department of Education guidelines. They will be available online, the new one, and on the district website. Additionally, hard copies are available upon request at the district office and at each school site. It is recommended that the board approve the 24-25 school accountability report cards for Hermosa View, Hermosa Vista, and Hermosa Valley School.
Great, thank you. Any questions or discussion? Rachel, start with you this time.
No, thank you.
Okay, Carol?
No. I do not. However, I did love looking through them. So thank you for putting that together.
I was just wondering, don't we just have one number as a school? Like, how come we have to turn in 3?
These are great questions to the state and all of the different reporting. But yeah, the Ed Code requires one for each school that has a CDS code, and we have 3 CDS codes.
Oh, that was my question. So I thought we only had one.
Yeah,
CDS
no,
code.
you have obviously an LEA number, but each school has its own distinct CDS
So
code.
Vista View and
Okay.
Valley. Okay. And Maggie? Okay, great. So can I get a motion to approve item 12.1?
So moved.
So Carol?
Second. Oh, Rachel.
Rachel, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so moved. Item 12.2, agreement for topographic and utility, is it topographic or topographic? Topographic and utility survey services for Hermosa Valley School and Hermosa View School, Measure HV. Ms. Montalvo?
Thank you. Staff determined that DCM engineering proposal is responsive to the district's needs and requirements and aligned with the defined scope of work and represents an appropriate cost for the requested services. Services are not to exceed $63,880. The recommendation is that the board approve this, and this is for Measure HV projects.
Great, thank you. Any questions or discussion? Anybody? Maggie, Jen, Carol, Rachel. Okay, good. Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve item 12.1? Rachel? Second, Maggie.
It's very exciting. These are the beginnings. It's the beginning again.
12.3, resolutions number 0825/26. Reappointment of Measure S Citizens Oversight Committee member for an additional term, Ms. Montalvo.
Thank you. Several current COC members from Measure S elected to be reappointed to the Measure HV Committee. Stephen Izant, Ryan Grashaw, Leslie Moore, and Jeff Rady. The recommendation is that the board approve the reappointment for the next term, which is 2 years.
Okay, great. Any comments or questions? Anybody? None?
Just appreciation for those people.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciation and see how fun we are.
Yeah, exactly. So can I get a motion to approve?
How much do they get paid? I'm kidding, right?
Yeah, 0.
You want to be on it? Yeah. Move to approve by Maggie.
I second.
Second by Jen. And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 12.4, Resolution 92526, authorization of cash transfers from Fund 35 to Fund 40 for the 2025-26 fiscal year. Ms. Montalvo.
Great, thank you. The district has received state matching dollars in the amount of $1.6 million, which was automatically deposited to Fund 35 by the Los Angeles County Office of Education. The board is requesting, and the district office requesting, to transfer those dollars to Fund 40 to track the expenditures appropriately. The recommendation is that Resolution 92526 for authorizing cash transfers from Fund 35 to Fund 40 be approved.
Okay, cool. Questions? Rachel, start with you.
And what are these specifically being allocated for?
So this is state matching funds from Measure S. So they have to align with anything that was approved in the Measure S bond measure.
Great, thank you.
Carol?
No, just clarifying, Fund 40 is for capital. It's to
Capital outlay projects, yeah.
And this was from the 2016 bond. So just to give you an idea of how long it takes to fund state matching funds.
Crazy.
If you get matching funds, took 10 years.
Yeah, these were the projects that this money was for Hermosa Valley for the fencing and re-roofing projects.
Okay, Jen, Maggie, questions? Okay, thank you. Can I get a motion to approve item 12.1?
So moved.
Carol? Okay, Maggie's claiming second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Moving on, item 12.5, consultant agreement renewal with visual processing optometry for vision therapy services. Ms. Buck.
The district has identified a need for additional specialized services for a student on an IEP. We currently do not have a provider in-house that can provide the services, so it is recommended that the consultant agreement with visual processing optometry be.
All right. We've never had this before? Huh. Okay, questions, comments? Maggie?
I just have a story to relate because I received an Instagram post at like 1 o'clock in the morning from a former student. So this is going back more than 22 years when he was a sophomore in high school. And I thought he was just trying to push every button I had as a first year teacher. And he couldn't sit still. He moved around the classroom. He kept talking. He would push away his work. And it turns out he needed glasses. And he was 14 years old, and he hadn't been diagnosed with needing glasses until he was a sophomore in high school.
Wow.
So I just love that we are able to do intervention. And now he is a classroom teacher, and he loves working with high school students. And he's trying to figure out how to further his credential and everything else. So the visual stuff is just so important.
It is so important. I had similar experiences with the kids, just not being able to see.
Yep.
Scary.
Move to approve.
Second.
Oh, okay, there you go. We just jumped the gun. They didn't get to comment unless you want to. Okay, Nope, we're good? Okay, so motion by Maggie, seconded by Jen. Here we are. That concludes the action items. All in favor? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No, okay. That concludes the action items portion of the agenda. We will now move on to the board member roundtable. I'm going to go to Rachel since Maggie just usurped you last time.
Thank you, Madam President, for your wonderful running of the first meeting as full meeting as president. It's a great new year, and it's really exciting to see Measure HB just really taking flight, I think, and just the process. And I really want to thank Dr. Wilds, because her just going out and immediately getting, I just forgot the DAG group, really put us farther along than I ever expected to be already in January. And I'm just really floored and impressed. So it's wonderful. So thank you. I just want to say thanks for that.
Miss Carroll.
I got nothing other than congrats on your first
Oh, good Lord.
day.
Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, Jen.
Mine's just try to stay positive out there, people. It's a tough environment to look at the news. So.
Yeah.
Dolphin den. Jen. Dolphin den. Have a lot of dolphin dens. I really am like, gosh, parents and the other students, if you need your own dolphin den, now's
I
the
was
time.
actually thinking maybe I need to roll a chair into my pantry.
I
That
was
could be
thinking about my
dolphin
own
den.
dolphin den as she was saying that. I was like, where in my house can I create a dolphin den?
I need that too.
You know, it's just hard, I think, as a school, as a school board or as schools, we're going to be incoming for a lot of questions from kids and students. And I think we need to prepare our staff to how to talk about things maybe even better than we do. I don't know actually how we're doing it, but I think there's going to be, it's going to keep coming.
For sure.
So something we probably need to like just think about. That's my,
Yes.
nothing we have to address right
So
now.
thank you, HBEF, for giving us more counseling, because
Yeah.
I mean, that's where
Absolutely.
our money is, right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because people are going to need more dolphin dens. And then my other request is, I just want to compliment the Young at Art folks that put out some really beautiful art. I don't know, I was in a classroom the other day when they were doing, it was like was it a guitar?
Yeah, it was the,
It was maybe with
is it Dolly?
charcoal or
Most recent one, I believe, is the charcoal one.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Really cool.
It was beautiful. You would never have guessed these were, what grade were they in? Second grade maybe, or third? You would just
Second,
never
third.
have, it was great.
There's a whole banner of the Young at Art and what their projects are out front on Valley. It's
But
really
I just
cool.
wanted to compliment the docents and the students and the teachers for making the time. And I also noticed in the expenditures that we have funded all their art needs as much as they keep requesting, and we keep saying yes.
Yeah.
So I appreciate us doing that.
Yes.
All right, Miss Maggie.
Just an update for the board. Dr. Wilds and I were able to get into some good trouble with the city and are working on how to integrate our fields into World Cup viewing sites. So
Oh, that's awesome.
we were able to weasel our way into a conversation with Galaxy, and so thank you for being open to new partnerships and for offering up our services and being able to help the non-Pier Avenue bar attendees have a good time at World Cup this summer.
Sounds great. Okay, and
Madam
now,
President, can I have a reattack? I forgot something.
let's go for it.
So I remember during the wonderful SEL presentation from VIEW, there was a comment and a shout out, and a thank you to, I think it was the Hatch family. So thank you, Hatch family, for buying the posters. We have the money to buy those posters, right?
We did.
I was just,
yeah,
okay.
we do. They just were very, very generous.
Okay.
You know,
No,
and
that's
that they were able to come very, very quickly. One of the things, and they are beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful as you walk around campus and have those kind of visual pictures and priming for students. So,
Do we need
yes.
those at all of our campuses?
Each campus has something different, has something
okay.
slightly
Right,
different.
right.
Yeah,
That's
depending on the age, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Hatch family.
So my roundtable item is from Saturday's kindergarten roundup thing. And it's maybe my first one since my kids were going to kindergarten. And they were so cute. And I kept looking for former students, and I did find a former student and who's now a parent of two kids. She was expecting one. And then another family, the Clemens family, they're coming in. But Sylvia did a great presentation. Dr. Gabriel did a great presentation. And this woman right here, Dr. Wilds, just slayed. She had them all like, I want to come. I think that I'm so excited for this new generation of kids to come. So.
Well, thank you. You know what we call that, Maggie? Sorority rush.
No kidding. She was fun. She was fantastic. Okay, so the calendar, before we get to adjourn, I'm going to comment that January 19th is MLK Junior holiday. Our campuses are closed. February 4th, we'll be back here for our next regular board meeting. February 9th through 16th, we're going to be closed for a break. And now, that's it for this evening. So do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Well, go back. You missed that fact that my 8th grader, along with my husband, are at Astor Camp in Idlewild tonight and tomorrow night.
They made it safely.
Yes, and
Everybody's
so
happy.
Hopefully,
I used to do Astor Camp for 20 years. It was
yes.
fun.
So they have great weather. They made it safely. I haven't gotten any panic emails, so it's all good. So thank you for the teachers that come up with that. That's not an easy trip.
It's not easy.
No,
I didn't
so.
sleep. Yeah, it was bad.
But
it was fun.
no,
It was
but
really fun.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, thank you.
Second.
And Jen second. And all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All the meeting is adjourned. Thanks.